Imagine stepping into a dimly lit room filled with the scent of sweat and smoke, where the energy is electric, pulsing with raw anticipation. At the center of it all is a boxing ring, its ropes frayed and taut, illuminated by a single beam of light slicing through the murky shadows. This is the world of The Stag at Sharkey's by George Bellows, where the fight is not just physical but deeply primal, a battle of wills and endurance. In the heart of the ring, two figures dominate the scene. Their bodies are taut, every muscle rippling under the strain of the fight. You can almost hear the crack of their fists as they make contact, feel the vibration of each blow resonating through the floorboards. The stag, the focus of the fight, stands slightly taller, his broad back glistening with sweat. His torso is tense, flexed like a coiled spring, ready to strike again. You sense his aggression, not just from his raised arm but from the tautness of his body, a living expression of power in motion. His opponent, equally formidable, ducks under the blow, his shoulders hunched, prepared for the next brutal exchange. The men's faces are shadowed, half lit by the beam from above, capturing their intensity without revealing their full humanity. They are like gladiators, stripped of individuality, reduced to the sheer force of survival. Their skin, slick with sweat, glows under the spotlight, muscles twisted in fierce combat, the moment captured mid-motion as if frozen in the height of action. Every fiber of their being is dedicated to the fight, and you can almost feel the heat radiating off their bodies, the scent of exertion in the air, and the feral grunts that accompany each punch. Surrounding them is a chaotic crowd, packed shoulder to shoulder, a wall of humanity that seems to close in on the ring. Their faces are ghostly white, distorted by shadow and excitement, mouths open in shouts and cheers, their hands raised high in gestures of support or anger. Some faces are pinched in worry, while others wear wide grins of bloodlust, eager for the violence to unfold. You can feel the tension rising from them like steam, as if their collective energy is fueling the fighters. There's a sense of urgency, of desperation, that courses through the room like an electrical current. The ring itself is rough, the ropes shaking with the force of the fighters' movements. The canvas beneath them is stained. Mud, sweat, maybe even blood. There's something almost ritualistic about the scene, as if this isn't just sport but a raw, ancient form of proving oneself. You can hear the muffled thud of gloves on flesh, the scuffle of feet on the floor, and the roar of the crowd, a chorus of deep voices rising and falling like ocean waves. Bellows paints not just a boxing match but a moment of human struggle. It's gritty, visceral, a clash of bodies and souls. There's exhaustion here, pain, and the heavy weight of endurance. But there's also a strange kind of beauty in it, the symmetry of movement, the play of light and shadow, the sheer intensity of life at its most primal. It feels like the room is on the verge of explosion, as if at any moment, the tension might break, and everything will come crashing down. As you imagine this scene, it's not just the fight that holds you. It's the crowd, the noise, the smell of the room, and the sheer force of existence contained within the ring. Bellows takes you to the edge of violence, yet within that violence, he shows a deep, almost poetic energy. This is not just about winning or losing. It's about survival, about the raw, unfiltered essence of human life. The painting grips you, pulling you into the heat of the moment, and you feel as though you're standing ringside, part of the spectacle, your pulse quickening with the pace of the fight.